And there he goes. We're officially alone in the wilderness.
Ooh.
It's pretty nerve-wracking when that happens, I gotta say, because we got a real adventure.
Strong current leading up to Blind Corners where there's a waterfall afterwards, about 4 degrees this morning.
It's pretty dangerous what we're doing, so there goes our lifeline. Wish us luck. All right, I'm just meeting up with Chris, the owner of Novacraft, and I'm picking up a sweet 15-foot prospector and tough stuff expedition. Looking forward to getting this boat out on the water. And here he is. Got it on the roof and I'm ready to get it up north and put some miles on it. Super excited about it. Nothing like grabbing a brand new canoe. All right, just driving out of one Toyota place, picking up this sweet Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, and I'm loving this car so far. Just driving down a tame street here, but it just feels real nice. Just excited to get this adventure rolling here. Got some packing to do, got some last minute things to pick up, but we should be good to go. Hopefully get out of here tomorrow, and that's when the adventure begins. I'll be heading up to Jim's place, and from there we'll be heading out. So fingers crossed, all things go as planned. Yeah.
You go. Sorry, 2 over half.
Northwater sent this awesome tie-down kit with their spray deck. All right, got all the patches on for the spray deck, and I'm feeling good about that. I mean, this freaking boat is sweet, and that Northwater deck, I mean, that's a cat's ass, that thing. That is a beautiful deck. I love how it's versatile too, so I can pop this out and put it in another seat and use this boat as tandem, and I can use the spray deck for tandem paddling as well. So it's great to have something that works for multiple purposes. I've never outfitted in this style before. I was a little worried it was going to be complicated, but it's really a piece of cake. They send this little template so you can measure between the spots, and you just put the spray deck on and use it as a guide, and it's a piece of cake. Sweet. Well, the boat is officially outfitted. Now I just gotta avoid dumping and pinning out there. This river, it's not the same river, but this last time we were in this park a number of years back, we had a dumping and pinning incident with a couple of the crew. So let's hope that's not a theme when returning to this neck of the woods. Living off the land.
Well, it is pouring. We're loaded up and we're heading off in the driving rain. I'm already soaked and the trip hasn't even started yet. Really?
Good morning. Well, beautiful morning. We're just here at Naturally Superior Adventures, and what a beautiful place they got here. Outfitter for all your adventures up in this neck of the woods. We're on the north shore of Lake Superior in Canada, in the Wawa area. Man, it is a beautiful spot, and I'm just happy to be up in this neck of the woods finally. You know, it's such a beautiful place. It's got a pull on you, and you want to just keep coming back. Haven't been up doing a trip here in a while. Crown Land Camping just opened. It was closed for a bit there due to the COVID-19 situation, but luckily we're all greenlit now, and I can't wait to get this trip started on the Pukaskawa East Branch. We're going to paddle the coast back to Michipicoten, right back to here to Naturally Superior. So heck of an adventure just ahead of us, and it should be freaking awesome. Look at this gorgeous beach they got here for camping. I mean, I could just stay put here for a month. So nice. But yeah, just access to the biggest lake in the world here, and all sorts of amazing river and hiking adventures. And it is beautiful right now.
There.
Yeah, there's one back there too, I found.
Blue house on creamer and stuff too. Right there. I don't know if we should film me backing out. I'm not the best at reversing with a trailer.
Yeah, that's gonna be embarrassing for you.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can't tell, it's hammering rain and thunderstorming. Crap. Right where we have to get out and organize our stuff, we're just gonna get rained on hard. Right. You never know.
We're finally at the put-in. Sat and waited out that hammering rain for a bit because it was just torrential, and it is clearing up a bit. It's pretty nice. And now we're just strapping up our canoes. You know, it's always stressful, I find, before you put in, you know, you got to tie down your spray decks. It's getting later in the day and you're sort of like, you don't know what's ahead of you, but I find those nerves kind of disappear when you get on the water. Right ahead of us, right out of the gate, we're going to have some alders to contend with. We're accessing via this tiny little beaver creek here to get to the main river we're going to be paddling. It's rarely paddled. I know some people have, but there's not really any information on it. So who knows what we're going to run into. It looks like we're starting off with a big portage right out of the gate, and then maybe some rapids in a canyon. We don't even know if we can run them. So it's interesting. So, you know, I'm stoked to finally get going here, and I'm going to feel good when I have my canoe all set up and outfitted and everything kind of strapped down and feeling solid. And that's when your nerves go away. So pumped. Jimmy's ready. There he is.
Hey,
Jimmy.
going with a specific fly fishing wading boot with this one has rubber sole, so it's not going to be as good grip on slippery rocks. It might be better on the portages.
And there he goes. We're officially alone in the wilderness. It's pretty nerve-wracking when that happens, I gotta say, because we got a real adventure. It's pretty dangerous what we're doing. So there goes our lifeline. Wish us luck.
Got a strap across here, but I accidentally left it.
I think I didn't realize you used those.
Yeah.
I brought this super sweet carbon fiber Werner double blade, and I'm gonna try that out on the coast. And then I brought this backup rod. It's a ugly stick. Can't go wrong with an ugly stick, but I don't want them slushing around everywhere. So I tied them there, and we'll see. It might get annoying portaging with the boat falling forward and stuff. Don't know, but that's what's really nice about having that super light carbon fiber paddle. You know, it's good for the flat water, and it's not going to affect me that much. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It does give you an advantage when you're paddling into certain headwinds, and you know, for speed, and upriver travel is a big one. So when you're soloing, it does help in some cases, and so there's a good opportunity to balance out both. But the river will be about the single blades. It's the one I'm going to be using primarily. I enjoy this one. It's pretty nice. It's a great combination of super durable but still lightweight, and hopefully it serves me well. I did bring 2 rods on this trip. Last time we had an incident where several incidents where we broke multiple rods when we were up this neck of the woods, so never hurts to have a backup.
Just jumping, and we also, these spray decks that we got made, we just... It's true though, it's a good way to look at it.
To 550. Funny, I was just thinking there's probably going to be a log jam.
Oh, there's a lot of water in here. That's how much it was raining, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that was a pain in the ass. You know what's so funny about... So we're just entering the Pukaskawa East branch here, and so that was a pretty good little little creek we managed to duck through. It wasn't too treacherous at all. This is the river we're going to be taking down to Superior, and the water level looks pretty high. I'd like, you know, I wouldn't say that it's high per se, but probably medium high. It's definitely not in flood, but you know, this rain is pretty relentless, so if this keeps up, it's going to be high in no time.
So we have like 300 or 400 meters, then a lake, and then the lake is immediately followed by 2 waterfalls. And then immediately after that, there's like an intense rapid slash, you know, waterfally rapid. But at least it won't be like too challenging to get up to the waterfalls because it's in a lake. We just have to figure out what side we portage on. Looks like the left.
I don't know what you're talking about, a lake.
You don't have a lake, Mark?
There's no lake.
No?
No.
Hold on, come over here. Where are you?
I gotta flip this map, but I don't remember seeing a lake on this map either.
Put in here.
No, we put in here.
Where?
We put in like here somewhere.
What? I thought we had to portage this.
Or we put in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. And then so then there's that little lake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a tiny lake. Oh, there's swifts here, dude. You got a rock coming up.
Good left.
Yeah. And there's a sweeper on it.
Should we pull up on the left and look at it?
I think so. There's current going through there though. Or maybe we can just beach up on those rocks on the left.
Right here?
Over there to the left.
Just beach on the island maybe.
Okay. I think I can get through it on the...
It looks like we can run it, but that sweeper's sketchy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to jump out and have a look.
Might be able to hug the far right or left. It's coming up to an unmarked rapid here, and it's kind of on a blind corner, so we got to come check it out. And there's a bit of a sweeper sticking out from shore. What do you think?
I think we just get left of the tree.
Okay. That sweeper is, there's a tree sticking out from the shore, and that's what we have to avoid. It looks like you could probably make it over that on the right, but I think you might hit it, so.
Yeah.
So the idea is we're gonna come down here and get left.
Oh, this looks like a pretty fun little run here.
Not the smoothest run. What's that? Quite a few rocks, eh? Well, it's nice to have a bit of a warm-up, eh? Yeah. That was horribly executed.
What? Okay. Ted says the falls is coming up soon.
Me and Jim are just approaching a portage here, and it's a very treacherous set of waterfalls, and we're considering, since we put in today and everything, maybe camping along the trail. I think we should portage right.
What's that?
Don't you want to portage right?
There's a portage trail.
There is?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was thinking left.
No, because right we can just cut the... Although on the right there's quite the steep cliff.
So these portage trails here are like millennia old. And very few people paddle this, but if you have a keen eye, you can still see the remnants of the old native portage trail.
So this river is just not really ever paddled, and there's just non-existent portage trails.
Trail, dude.
We think we found one.
That's very good news.
You think this just goes around the entire canyon? Because like, see the cliff?
Yeah.
Put in might be a little...
Dude, I say we can camp here. This is sick. You know, if we find a campsite obviously we'll portage the falls.
If anyone comes here, there's got to be remnants of a campsite. Watch your fingies.
The water's definitely come up though, you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Obviously it didn't...
Dude, do you see how much water was running on the road when it was raining?
Yeah.
That's a lot of water, man. Yeah, like people would walk to see the falls. Yeah. So there's probably a way. So we found what we think is maybe a really old portage trail, but it's just really a game trail. At best it kind of peters out, but probably been used. And so we're gonna come try to paddle up to the brink of the falls here, pretty sketchy, and try to take out just on these rocks behind me, and then just kind of skip the falls, see what's down the next corner. It's approaching a waterfall right now. What? Got to make sure I don't dump over the falls.
Hey, this is pretty sketchy.
Stay far, far right.
Okay.
Make sure you're Doesn't get caught. Well, we're gonna camp here because it's after 7 and it's very overcast, so it's getting dark early, earlier than it would. And we're around the first set of falls, so we got a bit of a swift here leading up to the next one. We're gonna tackle that tomorrow. Pretty wiped and absolutely soaked. Jim and I were saying our rain gear is not what it once was, and the water just kind of soaks through it and you get soggy like a sponge, and it doesn't feel too good. Same with my dry suit, so you get cold and everything is just wet. So get changed, have a fire, hopefully have a chance to take a cast. With any luck there'll be some fish there, so more work to do. So this is not the nicest camp spot. I mean, there's a pretty waterfall, but we're starting to think there might be a better spot at the next falls. Who knows, maybe not. But this is where we have to set up our tent. Very, very lumpy. Anyway, I'm gonna set up a tarp because it's hammering rain.
We didn't catch any fish, which has got us a little concerned because we don't really know much about fishing on this river. There's not really much info, and at a spot like this that looks like it should be good and not catching any trout is getting us concerned. But we think it might be because we're in between two falls, so fish can't really travel up or down those falls, and if there's no deep pool in here, it might not be a spot where fish would hold. So anyways, yeah, basically right now we're just getting set up. We're gonna get a tarp set up, we're gonna get a fire going, and we're gonna get some food in us and have a well-deserved sleep. You need dry kindling. Can usually always find some on the spruce tree. This is red spruce here, and the branches get really dense at its base, and they'll be dry no matter how much it's been raining. So great source for bone dry kindling. See that blaze there? It's quite old because it's not white. That marks this trail. So who knows? Well, I don't know why indigenous people or non-indigenous trappers might have traveled this country, but this blaze is actually facing the downriver side of the Portage. So sometimes you'll see a blaze on the other side of the tree, and yeah, it's there. So there's another blaze on this side. So that's, you know, for people walking back for their second load, but also because people used to travel up rivers a lot. See that nice dry kindling base of a spruce, eh?
I think it was good for the contestants.
Yeah. Just like hammering good confidence building. This is what I keep my lighter in on trips. It's gonna light no problem. Otherwise, just having one in your pocket on a rainy day, the moisture is gonna get to it. go. Oh. Burnt. Melted. Terrible, man.
Let me see that. Oh, that's brutal.
At least on the outside, someone's scratching. But that's the belt. I need the belt.
Jim just melted his pants.
Oh no. Yeah, so I just melted these like expensive North Face quick dry pants. At least I didn't melt the inside because the inside would get all scratchy against your skin.
Yeah, that's
I've
what
been
happened
there.
to me. It was like cutting me.
Yeah.
Is someone melting their pants? I don't know why it's so funny.
We are eating KD powder. You can buy KD powder separately nowadays and add it to your own pasta so it can be even cheaper. We also have some beef jerky. Pasta is maybe a little overly al dente.
Pasta's still pretty raw. But the KD powder just, you know, just tastes like KD. Pretty good. I feel like mac and cheese is just like a nice little comfort food, you know? You're like, ever since you were a baby, you're like, yay, mac and cheese. So after it's been raining all day, you get excited about it for some reason.
I like the President's Choice white cheddar mac and cheese. My favorite.
I honestly think just great value in mac and cheese is better than KD. But yeah, I like it. I actually like the Backpacker's Pantry freeze-dried one with the spices. It's just like $10, so you know. Yeah. But it's good. Well, it's basically what you would expect. I like it.